Hi. But let's focus on the next company, Astral. That's a stock we're looking at. Mr. Savlani, the ED and CFO of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Savlani. Good morning, and thanks a lot for speaking to us here on CNBC-TV18. Well, for the next few years, you're guiding for mid-teens growth, close to around 15%. First quarter, you've grown by close to around 8%. Is it on expected lines? And do you factor in a much stronger growth in the second half of the year to get to that 15% odd mark? And also give us, how do you see the revenue mix evolving? As of now, you're plumbing, that's 73% of the business, while 27% is paint and adhesives. How do you see this mix evolving, say, in the next 2 to 3 years?
So I think we have given the guidance of 15% volume, and again that we have delivered the 16% volume. So I think whatever we have guided, we are in line with what we have given the guidance to the street. Similarly, if you see the margin side also, we have given the broader range of 16 to 18% margin in our plumbing business and 14 to 16% in our adhesive business. So overall, the numbers were in line, except our overseas subsidiary UK, which was not able to deliver the growth as well as the margin. So that is where the challenge came in this quarter. Otherwise, I think most of the numbers are in line what we have projected and whatever we have given the guidance to the street.
Your sequentially, your margins have taken a hit because of price volatility. In terms of PVC prices, do you think that could continue to remain volatile for the next few quarters? And what's the outlook there?
So if you see in our industry, normally Q4 is always at the peak and the Q1 is always at the bottom. So this is basically, you can say, seasonality of the business. And that is not today, it is from last 10 years, it is the same trend. Q1 is always the low, where your top line will be low and your expenses will be high. So because of that, always the pressure on the EBITDA margin. But the moment you turn to the Q4, the volumes are very high in the Q4. So that always give you the better margin and the better top line. So sequentially, if you see, yes, you are right, absolutely, it will be low. But that is the nature of the industry. And we are working in that kind of thing since so many years.
All right, no, got that. So, and we'll remember that Q4 peak, Q1 usually bottom. For the full year, 15% revenue growth, you'd stick with that, Mr. Savlani?
Revenue depends on how the polymer is going to behave. Like in the month of June, polymer shoot up very fast. But unfortunately, it was not able to pass through the market. And we all were expecting that from July onward, we will pass on to the market. And then again, the polymer started falling very sharply in the month of July. So because of that, the pass-through, which was everyone was expecting to happen, but was not able to pass through. So I think it is very, very difficult to predict the value growth because it is going to be volatile. If the polymer again goes up, yes, definitely there will not be a challenge. And secondly, our peak quarters are yet to come. So in peak quarter, if we perform reasonably better, then I think Q1 little bit loss will not going to affect the overall number of the business. So we are confident.
So then let's talk about volume growth for both piping and adhesives. What should we expect for the full year 25?
So I think we have given the guidance of 15% plus. So right now we are 16 at first quarter end. So we will monitor the things, how the market is going to behave. Normally what happens that whenever the price rise take place, everybody rush for the inventory stocking by dealer, distributor. And whenever price fall, they destock the thing. So that is why volatility will be there. But on a full year basis, this number even out. So we are of the view that still we are maintaining our guidance of 15%. If any change will be there in the market, we will upgrade the guidance or we can downgrade the guidance depending on the first year half performance. Last year also we guided 15% volume growth. Then half yearly we revised the guidance to 20% volume. And ultimately we ended the year with 25% volume. So it is very difficult to say at this stage, but right now we are sticking to our 15% volume guidance.
All right, Mr. Savlani, so 15% volume growth, and on margins, you said plumbing business will be 16 to 18% and adhesives will be that 14 to 16%. Is that correct?
Correct.
Got it. Okay, let's talk about a couple of new segments. How do you see the paint business scaling up? If you could give us a few numbers. And also your bathware business, very, very small right now, but it's doing close to 25 crores on a quarterly basis. For the year, do you have a number in mind?
So like coming to the first bathware we have said that we are targeting to double the revenue this year. And if you see the first quarter, we have delivered close to about 90% kind of growth. So we are in line what we have projected. But of course, the base is very low. On low base, if you are doubling the revenue, it's not that high also. Looking to the opportunity available in the market. But yeah, we are very, very positive on the bathware and we are going on the track. Now, as far as the paint is concerned, I think in the last quarter of June, we will launch the paint in Gujarat and Gujarat and Karnataka for Astral paint. So I think that number will start flowing from the Q2 little bit. And from Q3 onward, we are expecting that we should be delivering the good number into the paint also.
Okay, all right. We'll leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in and speaking to us about your business, maintaining the guidance of an overall 15% volume growth in Astral there.